Well, happy holidays, everyone. This has been quite an eventful year, 2025. But at the end of every year for the past 15 years, um, Debbie Sink and I have collaborated on a end of the year holiday message. And that's what we're going to do right now. Um, it was quite an impressive year for a little tiny trade association called the National Structured Settlements Trade Association. We celebrated our 40th anniversary. Think about that, 40 years. There aren't many organizations that have been around for 40 years. In fact, very, very few. It's a small industry trade association. It's a powerful industry trade association that does tremendously positive and powerful and impactful things for injured people all year long. But you know that. It was also a fabulous year to witness, I think, the 5th anniversary of our new NASA Women's Caucus. Who will ever forget the New Orleans parade that the Women's Caucus organized and celebrated in New Orleans earlier this year? It was fabulous. It was great to see the women in our industry celebrated and celebrating who they are and what they've brought to this industry, who they are and where they're going in this industry. It is powerful and impressive. The parade was a lot of fun too. If you missed it, you probably missed the highlight of the year. You know, there are a lot of things that were going on in a trade association that people don't follow and don't, aren't in touch with. But one in particular was our new committee that's called the Next Generation Committee. They've sort of formed on their own. They've been meeting on their own, and they've been generating thoughtful ideas, suggestions, commentary on what the newer, younger people in our industry can do, how they can contribute, and how they can be listened to. This is an industry that has tremendous and powerful people that have been around a long, long time. We also have tremendous, young, exciting talent. And that was on display this year when the National Structured Settlements Trade Association was thrilled to host the Next Generation Committee as they hosted and presented, the brand new Case Managers Training Guide. This is an incredible effort. It's a gift, actually, from successful young consultants and professionals in our industry to give back to the next generation of people coming into our industry. In this case, case managers. It's a fabulous piece of work, an incredible effort on their part, and they're to be congratulated. I keep shouting out Fontaine Bergen for helping to lead the effort on this, but so did Jody Lamb and so many others that worked so hard on this project. It was a great year, and we're not quite over, but I think it's going to be a very good year in terms of premium. Premium is what the industry measures by the number of cases and the dollar volume that gets presented and provided to injured people. It's an incredibly important metric. But after many, many years, I've been saying there's a much, much more important metric for what this industry does and accomplishes all year long, every day, all year long. And that is, it's called case counts. That's an antiseptic term. And what it means are people that have been helped because they've suffered a very serious physical injury, a wrongful death case in their family. The structured settlement industry steps in and provides those people with the economic security, the confidence, quite frankly, the respect that they need to live the rest of their lives with confidence, security, because they can take their structured settlement in the form of periodic payments, meeting needs that their family and they will face for the rest of their lives. That's incredibly powerful. There's not another industry group, there's not another profession that provides such hope, happiness, and helpfulness to so many people. I'm a lobbyist, so I'm given to making up numbers. I'm not certain what the quote case count will be this year, but as Christy Fried will comment once I make a prediction, she'll correct me, I'm certain. I'm going to say we'll be a little over 30,000 case counts, people that we helped in 2025. It's a powerful number for a powerful industry that does great by our industry all the time. This is also a very complicated year because for the first time in almost a generation, Congress debated a brand new one big beautiful bill, the tax bill. most comprehensive rewrite of the tax code in literally 25 years. There were almost 65 people in Congress on the House Ways and Means Committee and the Senate Finance Committee debating and discussing tax code provisions, including Section 104A2 and Section 130. It's very important to note that of those people on the Hill, 11 have been here in the past for past tax bills. We had a brand new Congress to work with, a brand new committee chair, a brand new members of all the subcommittees on the House Ways and Means Committee that had never experienced, worked with, or quite frankly, clearly understood the value and the importance of structured settlements. Here's what this industry did to address that challenge. Members came to Washington, 147 members over the course of 2 years, came to Washington to meet with members of Congress, sometimes their member of Congress, most often powerful leaders of the House Ways and Means Committee and the Senate Finance Committee. A couple of meetings really stand out in my mind. One shook me up tremendously, and it was when Congressman Jody Arrington from Texas, the chairman of the Budget Committee, number 4 on the House Ways and Means Committee, met with us on Capitol Hill and expressed his doubts about structured settlements. Didn't understand why they were funded and financed the way they were. Couldn't appreciate the fact that long-term annuities were the favored vehicle to help injured people live the rest of their lives with economic security. Quite honestly, I was stunned. I think many of the people in the room with Congressman Arrington shared my being stunned. 12 months later, we had another meeting with the Chairman Jody Arrington. This meeting was very different. And in the intervening 12 months, we had 11 different meetings with Mr. Arrington, House Ways and Means Committee staff, his Budget Committee staff. And here's what came out of all that effort. Congressman Jody Arrington met with our industry and would like to join our industry. He thought what you're doing for injured people every day was so powerful and so impactful, he had changed his mind completely. Today, he's one of our strongest champions on Capitol Hill. The good news. The bad news is Congressman Arrington decided not to run for re-election. So the work continues to find the next Jody Arrington, the next Jason Smith, the people that are going to stand up, understand what we do, take the time to listen to what we do, and then act to promote and protect structured settlements. That's what happened in the One Big Beautiful Bill. We weren't just left alone. We were left alone to move forward for our industry goal, meet our goals and objectives. We also made friends across both aisles, Democrat and Republican. We reestablished our strength in the Senate Finance Committee. A little known fact, the chairman of the Senate Finance Committee, Mike Crapo from Idaho, has a couple of structured settlement consultants in his state. He knows a lot about structured settlements because of those leaders in Idaho. Chairman Mike Crapo, Senator Chuck Grassley, Senator Ron Wyden, they are the bulwark of our support on Capitol Hill on the Senate Finance Committee. Every single member of the Senate Finance Committee signed on as supporters of structured settlements in the context of this tax bill. And Senator John Thune, Aaron Jesberger's favorite senator in the United States Senate, stood up on the Senate floor and included us on the list of actions that the Senate had taken to preserve, protect, and promote issues that were necessary and needed by people in need and people that are seriously injured. It was quite an accomplishment when we started out literally looking down the barrel of an empty shotgun. There's nobody on Capitol Hill other than Chuck Grassley who knew much about us. So congratulations to the industry for that fabulous accomplishment. Make a quick word because we're talking politics, and you can't talk politics without talking money. NSSTA. It is the voice of the structured settlements industry. Matt Ross, Chris Larnard, and the entire PAC board have done a fabulous job this past year. They'll both correct me when I say this, but I think nearly 200 members contributed to NSSTA in 2025. We're a small association. We're a small PAC, but our political action committee has earned a reputation for being balanced, fair, focused, and effective. Those aren't just my words. That's what the politicians and their handlers on Capitol Hill say. They respect NSSTA. They greatly appreciate NSSTA PAC, and the combination has worked to our benefit and will continue to work to our benefit in the future. If you haven't contributed to NSSTA PAC, make the holiday spirit move and move forward and make that contribution. Next year is an election year. A lot of people will be running for Congress to be reelected, and they're going to look to us and other organizations for some help. I'd like to make a quick comment about something that I think is near and dear to my heart, and that's Debbie Sink. And what she does for our organization is nothing short of phenomenal, fantastic, and impactful. And why do I say that? Not just because she's a wonderful lady, amazing administrator and leader in our association. It's what she's done with training and education. NSSTA University has become literally a beacon of professional education at all 50 state departments of insurance. We're recognized by all 50 state departments of insurance for being a high quality, high impact, high value source of information relevant to lawyers, judges, mediators, and their clients. Hats off to Debbie Sink for all that she's done to make NSSTA University such a powerful institution. Let me close with this. There aren't many organizations that have people that work with people who are seriously injured, desperately in need of support, critically in need of confidence in going forward. How do I pay my bills? How will I take care of my child? She's 4 today. I won't be around when she's 70. How do I protect her? How do I make certain that this settlement, as large as it might seem right now, will last me and my family for the rest of our lives? How do you do that? You do it every day, and you do it with incredible grace, incredible professionalism, and great confidence. I can guarantee you one thing for certain as we close out 2025. It's the only guarantee I'm certain I can make. You've built strong alliances here in Washington, D.C. You've established a very powerful base of political support in the Trump administration, on Capitol Hill, Democrats and Republicans. All I would say to you now this evening as we get ready to celebrate the holidays is think about how to use that power, that influence, to gain greater access to more people that you can help. How do we make this industry bigger, stronger, more impactful? We need to find ways to bring more people into our industry. We brought 3 companies in this year, and I'm so incredibly powerfully excited about Athene, American National, and Puritan Life. They're great additions to our industry, and they're proving powerful and impactful advice to all of us as we're looking to expand our markets and our opportunities. I wish you and your families a very happy holiday. I hope it's safe, but I also hope it's fun. It's great to be with you. Happy holidays.